Hey everyone and welcome. So in this video we will be going over merge and rebase. So this is specifically used to keep your branch always in sync with master or the parent branch. So whenever you are asked to develop a feature, you create a branch, and at some point it might say that your branch is out of date with master or your parent. This video will show you what you need to do. There are two ways to do it. One is merge and one is using rebase. We will go over both of them. So initial part will be the introduction of what merge is, what it does, and even about rebase. And the next part will be about with showing you example with GitHub. So you can take your laptop and you can start working with me. At any point, if you are stuck, don't worry about anything. Send me a message on Instagram, or you can even send a message on in the comments. So let's get started. So before we go into more explanation about merge and rebase, let's take a quiz. So when you see this command, git commit am -am and a random message, what exactly does it mean? Does it mean that it's a combination of git add and git commit with a random message, or it's it is something that you are directly adding into your master branch with a message, or you are stashing this commit with a message? So whatever your answer is, put in the comment section. I'll give heart to all the right answers. Getting back to our work. Okay, so let's understand merge and rebase with a simple example. So here you can see that the red branch, which is the master branch, and yellow one is the one which is a feature which Tom is working on, and blue is the one which Jerry is working on. Okay, so let's say Tom is still working on his branch here, and Jerry at one point he pulled out master into his branch and he worked on it, and there was a commit made by Jerry. So at this point we can see that here the master is different from here, right? But Tom, he still has the old master, so he needs to have somehow this changes into his branch. In case he tries to push in his change into master, most likely he will be told that, hey, your branch is not up to date with master, you need to do something about it. If you force push it, which is never recommended, this changes done by Jerry will go away. So what you need to do is either of the two things. Here it can be done. One is merge, or the second one is rebase. Merge or rebase. A lot of people do prefer merge because it's the simplest way of doing it, and a lot of people recommend it as well. When you are working more as a team, merge is recommended, because with rebasing you are changing the commit history. We'll get back to that in some time, but right now let's talk about merge. So what happens here is that here at one point your commit or the master is out of date with what master you have, or what changes you have. So you need to do a git merge. So the command goes something like this: git, oops, all right, okay, git merge master, or you can even do origin master, but you definitely need to pull in the changes. So git, it could be git fetch, and then we'll see which exactly command is you need to use, but git merge master is a command which you need to use for merging. Okay, so what you are doing here is that you are pulling in the changes from, oops, not this, yeah, okay, you are pulling in the changes from master into your branch. So a new merge commit will be created here. So it's the name of this commit is called merge commit. So you are not creating it, this is automatically being created for you. Okay, so once you have this, you can put your changes into master. Let's say in some of the cases someone else worked here and they made some changes and they added that changes into master as well. So you already had one merge commit, Again, you need to pull the master just to keep your branch in sync with the current master. So here what happens that you will have another merge commit, which is totally okay. You don't need to worry about having multiple merge commits, which this is totally fine and it happens always. Okay, so it's again based on preference. A lot of people do not like to have a lot of commits. At one point, I had like 80 plus commits, which is not, which is okay. Nobody cares about it. But the thing is, if you want to keep your branch like really clean or your commit really clean, you people prefer rebase. So let's look at what rebase is. Okay, so looking at rebase, I need to clean up a lot of things here. I'm still getting used to this white or black board. Okay, so how rebasing works here is that, okay, okay, now it should be good. Okay, all right. So how rebasing works here is that it is going to take all the changes which you are working on. It is going to change this base to the current base which we are on. So all the commits which you have, it's been rewritten. So the previous commits are deleted and they are added to the new master, right? So let's say that's how the name comes. That's where the name comes from. That here, this was our initial base, right? This was the initial base. Now our new base is this. So you are changing the base of your branch, or you're changing the base of your branch to this new base. So you take everything and put it on top. And the command for this is git rebase origin master, the same thing. But you might need to pull or you might need to fetch the latest changes from master in case there is something different. So this is a high level like talk about what exactly git merge does and what rebase does. If you have any questions about this explanation, do let me know in the comment section. I can explain further about it. So let's go into the example of using both of them. All right, so our master is completely clean right now. As you can see here, our master, we have nothing in there. It's a clean slate. So we just have one branch right now. We can check it from here. So what I'm going to do here is that first we'll create branch Tom. We'll make first and second commit and then go back to master. Let's do that first. So git checkout branch Tom. Then we'll go to our VS Code. Tom changes. Tom commit 1. That's it. Git commit Tom commit 1. There we go. We'll have one more commit, which is going to be Tom commit 2. It's going to be 2. We'll do git push. Here I'm just lazy because I want this command, so I'll do this. And now we'll create a pull request. So here we can even use this, but we already have the link, so why not use it? All right, so this is done. We go back to master, git checkout master. The reason people would ask that why do we need to go back to master is because master was a clean slate, right? Let's say Jerry started working on master. We have no knowledge about Tom's code. So Jerry started working on master and he will have his own commits. We'll merge it. So next step will be git checkout branch and Jerry. So if you go to VS Code, it is going to be a clean slate. Here I will just add Jerry changes, Jerry commit 1, perfect. Git commit Jerry commit 1, perfect. We go back, Jerry commit 2. We'll do this and git push again, laziness. So I'll do this and I'll use this URL to create a PR. All right, so we just created a PR and we can see that it has both the commits here. So going back to our diagram, after creating 2 commits, we will merge it into master, right? So let's go back to Git. So Jerry is supposed to get into master. So I'll just merge it. Now I'll just delete the branch, though it doesn't matter, but I'm doing it. So if you now look at Tom, it is going to say that, hey, you know what, there's a conflict with master. So you need to resolve it. So in this scenario, that's the reason we need to keep our branch always in sync with master. So what you can do here is that git checkout Tom, right? And you need to do git fetch. So git fetch is going to pull in all the changes that happened into master. So now this master is up to date, or our local master is up to date with the master on like origin master, which is hosted. So now I'll do git merge master and it says it's up to date, right? Git merge, let's see, perfect. So git merge origin master, and now it will say it's conflicting because we are directly merging it with origin master. If you want to do this, you need to go to master first, do a git pull, and then you can git merge master. Okay, so here we have is that we have Tom's changes and we have Jerry's changes. So don't get confused by these commit messages. This is just like some changes to the code in the file. So that's what it is. So here I want both the changes because Tom and Jerry, both of them, they worked on their things and we want to keep them both. So I'll add both. I will save it and then let's see what do we need to do next. So git status, and here it says like, okay, you need to git add because this is a modified file. So we'll do this git add. You can either do individual file name or you can do everything. And then what I need to do is that git commit, fix the conflicts and run git commit. So it is going to ask me for a message. So most of the time for you, it might not open in VS Code. It might open here. So you might need to do :Q, but I made a setting so that it opens up in VS Code. So this is going to be merge remote tracking branch, origin master into Tom. And this, what we call it as, it's not we call it, but it's most likely that's the term, merge conflict, merge commit. That's the name of it. So I'll simply save it and there will be another commit is created, which is the merge commit. So git status, let's see where we stand. So we just need to do git push. Git push. So that's pretty much it we need to do for this particular PR. So now it's in sync with master and we can merge it. One thing you need to notice here is that these were the 2 commits which I created manually. This is something which we saw it, right? We saw it while merging, but this is not something which I wanted to do. So this is automatically created by Git. So that's something, that's an addition to your PR. So if you see here, there will be 3 commits, which in Rebase you'll see that it will most likely be the exact same number of commits which you have. So this won't be there in Rebase, but that's okay. A lot of teams, they don't care about it. Even we don't care about this unless and until we can see the file changes. So this let's merge it first, and I'll show you the graph as well. So merge pull request, we'll merge it and delete the branch. Let's go back to Git, check out master, and now we'll do Git pull, because we need master to be up to date so that we can see the graph. So now I'll open the graph, and you can see here that we created Tom. Tom's commit was done first, then Tom's commit 2, then there was Jerry's commit, Jerry commit 2, and then this branch Jerry was merged into master. The blue one is the master one. And then what we did was that on Tom, we pulled all the changes on master, which were on master, into Tom. So this was another commit, and then it was merged into master. So this is the flow which totally makes sense to you based on this diagram as well. So this is about Git merge. In the next section, we will see rebase. Now that we have seen how merge works, now it's time to talk about rebase. So I have cleaned the master branch for us from the previous project, previous task of merging, and now we will start the exact same procedure, but this time we will rebase Tom branch. Okay, so we will first create a branch Tom, add a commit to it, create another commit to it, then we will have Jerry branch, and we will add the first commit, second commit, and push it. After that, we will start rebasing. That's when I will show you how the commit messages change. Okay, so let's get back to our task, which is, as you can see, this is a blank slate now, and if you see on GitHub, you'll see that there are 3 dummy commits which I used to pull it and just to bifurcate between different works that we are doing. Okay, so first thing first, I will create a branch. So check out branch Tom, and here I will add Tom changes. First Tom commit 1, get commit add and message Tom commit 1. Perfect. I will add another message, another commit to it. So it's gonna be, this is not a commit, this is just I'm changing a file. So commit actually happens over here. And I will do a git push, and we will take it set upstream, create a pull request for Tom. So here, as you see, that we are using, first we are doing Tom. So if you see git log, it could be, git log is something where you see all the commits that happened. So here it's like git Tom commit 1, Tom commit 2, and Tom commit 1. And these are the previous commits which are on master already. One interesting thing to look at git log as well is in a one-liner, because this is really big. So one line, here you can see just the commit message. So this is, it's a preferred, is based on your preference. You pick whatever you like. Okay, so we pushed a branch and we need to create a pull request. So I will just call it Tom, create a pull request, and here you can see we can merge, but we don't need to do that right now. We will create get checkout master, get checkout branch Jerry, because we need to get back to our master. we go back, we were here, right? We go back to our master and then create this branch, right? And that's the reason I had to go back to master. So git checkout Jerry, and here what I will do is, as you can see, this is a blank slate like we had before. Jerry changes, right? Jerry commit 1, I'll save it, I'll add it to git checkout, add an message, so Jerry commit 1, okay, let's see what it says. Unknown A, it's my bad because it's supposed to be commit. All right, I will do one more thing, is another commit message 2, same thing, perfect. So git push. I'm just lazy, that's the reason I do this. You can remember this message and do it on your own. All right, so we will create another pull request and we will directly merge this pull request. Okay, so I don't care about the messages here, I just care about getting it done. So now, as you have seen, that first we created Tom and then we created Jerry. So Jerry and Tom has to be first, like in, if we look at the git log. So we can do that, git checkout master, or we can directly go to Tom and let's see, we have Tom changes and git log. We need the whole message because I need to know the timing. So you see Tom was at 1:14 and 18 seconds. The second one was at 1:14 and 34 seconds, right? We go back to git checkout Jerry. Just for your information, I will put this here and git checkout Jerry and git log. So here you can see that, check the timing. It's at 1:17 and this is at 1:17, right? So Jerry is after Tom. So let's go ahead and merge Jerry first. Timing is important because I'll tell you why. So we are merging the pull request of Jerry and git checkout master. So I will now go to checkout Tom. So let me show you what we did already. So we created these two PRs, these two commits, and we added a PR and it's already in master. So this branch of Tom, it's out of sync with master. So it has to be pulled in. Something has to be done so that this is in sync with master. So that's when we are going to do rebase here. So to do rebase, you can do git rebase master, but this will not work. I'll tell you why. It says current branch is up to date with master, right? So let's go ahead and before, remember I showed you get fetch and you can do that. Here I will show you how to do git with git pull. So I will go to git checkout. Let me first clean my branches. Okay, so we don't have Jerry anymore. So git remove branch, delete Jerry. Okay, so now we have two branches, which is Tom and master. So git checkout master, I will pull in information from my master. So let's go ahead. So now the thing is that let me delete this. So master was here. master is here, right? Before it was here. So now our master is here, and Tom's commit were here, right? So what happened here is that we have our master is at this place now. Okay. So when we do the rebase, it is simply going to, oops. Okay, it's simply going to take this commits and change this pointer to here. Let me show you. If even if this looks confusing, just bear with me just for a second. So git which branch we are at. We are on master. Git checkout Tom, right? And git rebase. We can do master. So it will say that there is a conflict, and we need to fix that conflict. So as you can see here, Jerry's changes are these two, and Tom, where we are at, this commit is the first commit, right? So I will accept both of them. Okay, I will save it and I will add it, right? After adding this, I need to do git rebase continue, and it will open my editor. So in most of the cases, it wouldn't. For you initially, it won't open this editor because it will take you to Vim. In order to open it in editor, at least for Mac, what you need to do is you need to run this command here, which is, hold on a second, Mac, no, not this one, git make git default editor for Git. Okay, so this was the link which I used. Mac, I believe this is the first one. So yeah, you can simply use this command. I'll put this in the description. You can look it from there. Okay, so let me go back to my VS Code. Okay, so my commit message, the first one will be this. I'll save it. Let's see what happens. It says like successfully rebased this. So let's take a look. Okay, so now that it has rebased itself, because it has changed or handled all the conflicts, all you simply need to do is, if you do a git status, it is going to tell you that, hey, you need to pull it, but you don't need to pull. You need to do like git push and force. This is like was initially confusing to me. Why do I need to force push it? But that's how it works. That whenever you are changing the base or when you are rebasing, you need to force push it. And if right, so after the force push, you will see that there were new changes which were created just like 1 minute ago. So you'll feel like these commits were just added and the previous ones were deleted. So that's how it happened. So it is rewriting the history which you had. So if you look at the graph here, your both the commits initially they were below somewhere, now they are on the top, right? So that's what rebase does. So if you go ahead and git checkout master, and we are on the master, let's merge the pull request. I'll come over here and we will merge it. Delete the branch, we don't need it anymore, and we'll do git pull. Perfect. Now if we go here, you'll see that one commit was by Jerry, or one PR by Jerry, and the second one was by Tom. So when you saw the timing, right, it is still like 1:14, but it is rewriting the commit and it's bringing it on the top. Though the timing, you can see it's way earlier, but it's bringing it on the top. And these commit hashes are different. So it is rewriting it. Most likely, I believe it's the same. It's keeping the same date. Initially, I was thinking that maybe the timing is going to be different as well, but yeah, surprisingly, it's not. But these commit messages are definitely different. So it's rewriting it and it's bringing it on the top. So this looks much cleaner than. Look at this. I can show you here. It is well, if you, it's more subjective if you want to say it cleaner or something. But yeah, even I feel that this is much better than this, because when you have multiple PRs running or multiple branches running, then you will have a bunch of merges like this. So this looks much cleaner, and there is another way to squash these commits. So if you just let me know if you want me to create another video about squashing these commits and showing it to you. That's an interactive rebasing. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if you want that video. But yeah, this is what we are at. This is the main difference between Git merge and Git rebase. If you have any questions, do let me know, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.